I'm worried about their ability to get all of that right in a few months here, because that's all they've got. I mean, they've got from February to the draft at the end of April. That's nut cutting time for putting your roster together and making your moves. And I just think they're in tough, and I'm shook by the people who are in charge. And again, it's not that I think Beane is incompetent. I just think he's a little itchy on the trigger and temperamental in a way that I don't think always serves people the best. That's where my head's at. I did not sleep last night well at all.
Oh, wow. Because of this?
Because of this.
Really?
Yeah. And I think that's a bad sign for my overall mental health, I think. But
I think so.
I cannot remember the last time that happened. I woke up at 2 in the morning because, I'm 60 and that happens most days, most nights. And I was just going over and over and over.
I don't like this.
And again, this is not like, oh, bring back Sean McDermott. Like, I get it. I understand wanting to make that change. But how sloppily this all was handled, the press release, everything just seems like they created, even if you are not parting as amicably as you'd want us to think, you should still want us to think that it's amicable. Like we worked together, we ran this as far as we could, and something's got to give, and okay, if it's a gunfight, only one guy's coming out of the saloon, and it's Brandon Beane, okay. But at least don't botch the firing, and I feel like they botched that. And I'm not being sensitive because I admire and respect Sean McDermott. I mean, they wrote Admiral in the first sentence of the release talking about his firing. I mean, what are you doing?
Admiral.
What are you doing?
I'd like to have the 30 for 30 on that. Because that's not a typo. I used that word yesterday. It's really not. I mentioned this to my wife, and she's like, I mentioned AI. She's like, AI wouldn't have done that. AI would have done better.
Right. I think so, too.
They would not have written Admiral.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I don't know. I said a lot. I don't know what if I'm leaving us in a place where, you don't know what off-ramp to take. But like that, my head is there. I'm shook by how this went down, more than I am that they made a change. I think, again, I can understand. I think a lot of people can understand wanting to make a change.
Okay. Well, how it went down means what? They lost in the second round again, and they might have been prepared to make this move if that had happened. I mean, if they had won Saturday, we're not talking about this.